everybody, it's been another one of those weeks where you just end up sitting there going, ah! I had the hospital last week and oh joy, apparently now I've got something wrong with my neck to do with the discs in my spine, and bigger news is that despite months and months of trying, Friday I had to make the decision to rehome my 2 rats. This was not a decision taken lightly. It wasn't that I wanted to get rid of them. It was just, they were not settled at all. They were not very interactive. They kept themselves to themselves. And they were actually teaching each other very bad habits. And this actually goes back to something that's been happening in the time that I've been away from vlogging. In that Homer, the black hooded one, taught the other one how to get down on the floor once they were out of the cage, at which point they decided to chew through my phone and broadband cables. So I was offline for a good week or so until I could afford to buy a new cable. And is it just me, or are ADSL cables ridiculously priced? So they would just, every time I tried stroking them, they would run away. And I just figured that maybe they would be happier somewhere else. Maybe they just wanted to be somewhere where they were not touched all the time. It wasn't that I wasn't trying to handle them, it was just they didn't want to be handled. So I just decided that maybe they would be happier somewhere else. So I took them back to the pet store and donated them to their adoption centre. And on the same day, one of the kittens went to their new home. I don't know, to go woo or ooh, because having kittens has been exhausting. And you know, as I said last time, I don't know if I was just naive thinking, oh great, kittens, this will be easy, and it hasn't been. So it's been exhausting, especially with the 3 of them, and Shadow's still kind of mourning Zebby's going. But you know, I'm glad they're going to a new home, but it is sad because of course the one that went then, and one of the other ones is due to go this week. The one that went was a real cuddle bunny. He would just like sleep up here quite happily, you know, he loved rubbing his nose against you and everything. So he was a real character, so that was even more sad. But the biggest thing that I've been working on for months now, and there's been a lot of turmoil in this process, which I won't go on into because it's not fair on parties that are involved and everything, but the local writers group were involved in, we did it last year, we're doing it again this year, National Poetry Day, which happens October 8th. And what we done is we did posters up with different poets' poems on a certain theme. Last year it was, movies. See? Movies and theatre, screen and you know, screen and stage, that was it. Stage and screen rough. And this year it's heroes and heroines. So what we do is we've been doing posters. We're putting artwork to the poems, which is what I've been working on, primarily creating from scratch images, also doing some graphic manipulation and stuff. So I've been working really hard on like 16 poems. A couple of other members of the group have been doing their own artwork and providing it, which I have then like combined with the words to make them into a proper image file for the posters. Unfortunately, finances etc. meant we had to revert to plan B. So me and fellow member Kath, who was primarily running the project, have kind of gone off on our own tangent, and what we've been doing is, like I say, reverted to plan B, where we've been doing postcards. Now, yesterday, Monday the 21st, those final images went to print. Woohoo! They were locked off. It was like, no, that's it, and they went to the printers. So they're due back soon. And I didn't explain. We were supposed to be doing posters, but instead we're doing postcards and sending those out. So about 5 poems out of the 16 submitted are going to be on little postcards, being shrunk down, nicely presented and whatnot, and then sent out to different places. So we finally got those done, and I am just relieved at the moment because I'm just like and I'm sleep. But I shouldn't show you this. But here is my one. This is my poem. This is my artwork. So this will be going up on a display at the local Waterstones with all other 16 poems which have been printed up and laminated, and they will be put on a display on the actual day. I don't know if other people are doing other things across the country on National Poetry Day, but this is what we're doing here in Andover. So if you're in the vicinity, or I don't know who's, you know, in the area, if you see this in town, this is mine. I did this. So that's that. So that's what I've been working on, as well as others that like I say, I haven't got to hand, and it's not fair for me to show because they're not my poem. So I'm allowed to show that. Well, not really, but I'm going to show that for you lot because that's mine. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on primarily, and what I've been up to all week.